Hi guys, welcome back to the Matrix of Life channel. And today here, Christmas days, I am not in the mood for any pick cards, I'm not in the mood for any celebrity readings, so it will be just blah 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 on an interesting topic. And to answer some of your questions related to readings, to the right for knowledge, to the all sort of permissions to work with cards. So, nowadays I wanna start with permission, because one sweet girl asked why you have this permission, and I answered her just because I have it, and added that that's really big topic to explain, and better it be explained on a video than in one comment. I'm so lazy at times to write long comments. So guys, on the video, what does mean a permission? Nowadays, unfortunately, we have so many astrological schools, we have so many tarot schools, we have so many of these esoteric courses. Even at this Udemy, pay $20, get access to tarot course, become tarot reader or something. A lot of people becoming tarot readers simply by reading books and starting shuffling cards, without knowing in old times how it was. There was a selection. Even if you watch this fantasy world like Harry Potter, they all had selection. So same selection in previous times, before the internet, before we all were able to get this access to all sort of information, there was a selection, and permission given to person who was doing craft, because some people might have permission to perform magic spells, but they don't have permission to read the future. How we can figure out if person have permission or not? First, and that's a bit similar to Harry Potter, a bit similar, magical family where it was repeated from generation to generation, where people dealt with this. So most likely in this generational family, in this generational situation, people will obtain more knowledge, work through generations, pass through generations with support of all the ancestors on this magical lineage they have. That's number one, and that's very good condition, but not necessary, because each magical, let's say so-called magical esoteric family started somewhere from non-esoteric. Who built first stone? Okay, who put this first stone? So just similar as to Harry Potter, it's all allegorical, knowledge, but similar. Of course, magical, some magical background, esoteric background will have preferences, because you will have experience and support of all your previous generations. Because, for example, if your ancestors were bakers, were doctors, were actors, were teachers, and when you start channeling, they just look at you and say, well, I don't know, I can't help you with this. They turn in their backs and they're walking away. And you, the pioneer there, you don't have anyone behind your back supporting you and guiding you. You have no one. You're just pioneering this. You will be maybe for your next generation. And here a thing, only those people who have confirmation from all sides, not only this esoteric lineage, I will be talking about next science as well, only these people able to pass knowledge to their children, and these children will follow this lineage, okay, will follow this occupation, profession, magical one. But you here, a pioneer, you decided to educate yourself in tarot readings or esoteric field or something related to spell casting, manifestation, Reiki healing. It's so many nowadays, so many knowledge leaked thanks to internet. But believe me, all this knowledge which is out there, easily accessible, it's not full. And of course I won't be sharing my full knowledge with you here. I will share with you something, okay, which might be interesting and useful, but I won't be sharing with you the deepest secrets I got from my family. And you should understand, and so on, each and every master of each and any tradition, esoteric tradition whatsoever, you call it Reiki, you call it matrix, you call it tarot, you call it just general cards, whatsoever, believe me, no one will be sharing with you for free all the secrets, and even for money they won't be sharing with you, because we know to get access to the highest levels of knowledge you should have this permission. So what else you needed for permission, and what actually you needed for permission? Check your natal chart. Is there any signs, talents that you can be good numerologist, or you can be good astrologist, or you can you have very strong planets responsible for seeing future? Is there any like this? Okay, check it, please check it. Chart. Check it, double check it, cross check it from the point of view of palmistry. You should have special signs on your palm, which is permission number 2. Because a lot of people, they might born and they might have they might become good astrologers, and same time they can become good chess players, and they can become good mathematical teacher or something, okay? Check your palm. So, ancestors tradition, astrology or matrix or numerology, palmistry. That's bare minimum, at least bare minimum to go into this. What else you need to have? You need to have a teacher. To get access to the highest level of knowledge, you can go there without teacher. Yeah, you can say I'm educating myself at courses, I'm educating blah blah blah, I'm reading everywhere. That's not how it works. You should have one teacher, and this teacher should be really, really good and willing to teach you, to pass this knowledge. So if you just completed some Udemy courses on tarot, you know, one person sharing their knowledge, and that's just, as I'm sharing here, how you use it, it's up to you. Sort of, they have no responsibility, because they just shared their knowledge. They never took you as their student in eyes of this esoteric reher, so they not carrying any responsibility of how you will be using this knowledge. And using this knowledge, you can harm yourself badly, because you will be a lot of you using just in ignorant way, very ignorant way, you using cards. And I'm just seeing from questions, you know, people asking here, because if you was in this tradition, you would never ask this sort of questions. To me, is, you know, that's so obvious. So I just can understand how good reader is from the questions he or she petitioning. Anyway, this channel, you should understand, this channel, my free time, when I feel like I want to go and blah blah blah, I'm going and blah blah blah. This is not for sort of promotion or gain, or of course every knowledge must be paid. I talked about this many times and explained how it works from energy point of view, and I will keep explaining in this video. So it's just, you know, settings, mute settings, let's say, factory settings. You know what factory settings are? That you must pay for knowledge. It's factory settings. You must pay, and you will be paying. You don't want to pay this price to me, universe will take this price from you. I am telling you. So anyway, you will be paying for knowledge, this or other way. There is no way you can avoid this. And here we are. We already understood what is necessary to get a permission. So confirmations from different signs, like palmistry, like natal chart reading. One more good thing is to, you know, there are people who see in aura. It will be nice to get consultation, because they can see around readers who performing their readers based on dark entities and connection, you know, to lower astral. Such people might see this, such entities near you, next to you, luring you into this path, esoteric path, and they might beware you and tell you that, look, you shouldn't go there, you shouldn't, you know, involve in esoteric, because there are a lot of people, they coming into this incarnation when in past incarnations they already were dark sorcerers or something, and they want to repeat this past. So you should understand and know as well your past life. Is it allowed to you to perform this sort of readings in this lifetime according to your soul mission, or it's not allowed? Because in case with some people it's very strict restriction to go into this esoteric field, and especially in some particular areas, like those people who have 1866 in the matrices, they're not allowed to do any sort of love magic manifestations, any sort of love magic spells. They're not allowed to shuffle cards on love questions. It's strict no. They might have gift to channel something, but these areas they have no permission to work in, because they violated so many laws working in this area in the past incarnations, that in this lifetime they lost permission to touch this topic. Okay, you should understand this. You should understand this really well. Okay, so double check it from different, what astrologer said, you're not enough. Keep this in mind. You should get permission from many angles, from many areas. Just if astrologer said you that you very intuitive and can perform good readings. I had a client actually who attended such ignorant astrologer who said her, give her just a list of like she can be astrologer, numerologer, tarot reader, something, and some other professions as well, like psychologist and so on. When she came to me for consultation. I said, yeah, but this astrologer, he just seen just one aspect, and he was not able to see deeper. When I did open her health chakra chart, I said to her, because I have seen this energy of clairvoyant, but it was in a wrong place in her health chart, chakra chart. I have seen this, and I said to her, well, you can be very intuitive and good in choosing material things. You know, people who intuitively, without knowledge about techno and so on, buying computers, and they work for centuries. They buying kettles, and these kettles working for centuries. I told you very good in this, in down to earth matters, choosing down to earth matters, so you can go this way. You don't have this on your energy body, and you don't have this even at general. It's on your physical body, this energy stamp, only at your physical body. So that's why intuitively you will be choosing good things for your material life, good things, like you buying sweater, and this sweater serves you for years. You buying this, you buying and sort of these people never mistaken, they always buying good foods. Intuitively they choosing, like to some of us might happen that we buying food at supermarket and it almost expired, you know, then we check in expiration date and it's just like today or yesterday, or and such people like she, no, not her case. Intuitively she will be choosing right things, but only for material. She can be good advisor on which car to choose. I mean, like and this car, unlikely it will went to any car accident. Car she will be choosing, and so on. But to see and connect cause and cause and matter, to make any forecast for future, no, she's very well living in present, intuitively living in present. She is great in this. So of course astrology, card reading, not for her. But astrologer just seen somewhere that might be this aspect, might cause this, might give you this talent, but didn't specify. Okay, so you should double check it, triple check it from all the other esoteric sciences, like past lives. Do you have permission to work there, or you will be involving yourself into trouble? From palm reader, from those people who are able to see aura as well, because you shouldn't have these dark entities around you. Make sure before, because a lot of people just they jump in on this train and start doing this, and actually they harming themselves a lot. And starting working with this, of course they start working from the place, because they're not seeing cause and reason connections. They don't have good teacher, because they just picking knowledge here and there, and trying to combine. Without a good tutor, you won't achieve heights in what you're doing. You won't achieve heights in what you are doing, okay? You should have a teacher. That's must have. And not teacher, as I said, where courses, a lot of online tarot schools, they giving you sort of, but they just giving you knowledge. No one is your real tutor there. They might check your home tasks, even in best case, but no one is taking responsibility there for you, because each and every of your mistakes each and every of your mistakes. It's your teacher's karma. And any teacher not interested, to teach you bad, to create himself or herself bad karma. But what's going on out there on these different online tarot schools? They're not taking you in this contract, pupil, student, teacher. No, they're not taking you. They're just sharing, as I am at this YouTube channel. I'm sharing some part, very little part of my knowledge. How you use it, how you understand it, it's up to your karmic seeds. I'm not taking responsibility for you. You're not my student. Okay, you're not my student. I'm not carrying this responsibility, so it's not my karma. How and when you will be using this knowledge, so on. So guys, you should understand this before enroll yourself in any tarot school. I'm telling you. And sometimes I'm getting requests, like people writing me, asking me to teach them tarot. And I am replying, I don't have permission from my ancestors to share this just with people. Well, I can share some knowledge, but it will be, as I said, very general, not specific, very general knowledge in form of maybe some course. If I have time for this, maybe it will be. But from my ancestors, I don't have permission to share it. I have only permission for now to share it with my future kids. That's it. And only with those future kids who I see allowed into there. Because my grandfather, he taught me. Not my mother, not her sister, not my other cousin. And my other cousin was so much crying about this. But my grandfather seen, whom he allowed to teach, who have gift. And my mom, he taught totally different things, because she had gift of healer to heal physical bodies. She has this gift. I don't inherit this gift. I have no permission to be healer, and I have no permission granted to work with physical bodies. My mom has this permission. She might make a great doctor as well. Unfortunately, she didn't listen. Sometimes we not listening, we choosing some other path. And because she didn't listen to what she was taught by my grandfather, her destiny and career she chosen didn't end up well, because we will suffer choosing our own path. Okay, she got a lot of problems, because here she become a Russian literature and language teacher, very professional, really great. She introduced me to so many books. But guys, here disaster in Ukraine, they decided that Russia is our enemy, and they forbid Russian language. She left with no job, with no anything. She need to study, go study again, and so on, so much drama. But if she listened to my grandfather, if she listened to him, I'm 100% sure she would have a really beautiful and happy destiny by now, without these karmic bumps and karmic drama. I have highest access to work with people's karma and heal karma, to tutor people on their way, to help them to avoid different karmic mistakes which might complicate their life. This permission I am granted. I am granted permission to work with people's future, and particular tarot cards as a part of this huge part of our future. They're showing us ways how it can be, not how it will be, but how it can be. Please understand. I have this permission, I have this access, I had all the knowledge I need, and I keep studying on this from different people. I have another wonderful teacher who taught me to read information about a person just looking at the picture, and I'm with this teacher since 2010, for more than 10 years already. This teacher really taught me a lot. So you must have teacher who's taking responsibility for your mistakes. You must have it, but you will be serving this teacher, I'm telling you, like a slave. Not only in terms of money, you will be working for this teacher's benefit. We'll be working to help him to sell courses, to do boring job which need to be done. This price you paying for knowledge, and I paid a lot for 10 years of studying from this teacher. So guys, please understand this. What is necessary for you to get the permission? And since I listed is just the top of an iceberg, because there are many more on when you check in whom you allowed to pass this particular knowledge. Of course, you will go into details, and more details will appear than of what I listed. But for just common users, for people who curious about esoteric, who wanna try, that's already enough, more than enough of information of what I've listed. If we go deeper, we will have different criteria, and I will have different criteria of selection, which more detailed, okay, of people whom I allowed to pass this knowledge. Because if you don't match this criteria with this powerful knowledge, you will be like monkey with grenade, you know. And I don't want to create myself a karma of monkey followers with grenades. So of course, we will be choosing whom we allow to pass this knowledge and how. Next thing. So if you reader who just learned from here and there, from some sort of courses, you read the book, you decided that you can put this together because some astrologer said you that you have Pluto or Mercury in a very good position, hugging each other, it might come back into your life in a very sad form. Okay. Yeah. So guys, make yourself a conclusions on this. And we move into the next. I hope I explained it about permission, who gave you permission, why you have this permission and we don't have permission to treat these cards. Why I have this permission? Because I know what I am doing and for what I am doing so, and which are consequences for me personally. I know this, so you don't know this. When you are talking to cards, you don't know this. So I hope this explains your entire topic of permission, this entire right for knowledge. But now we're talking about right for knowledge, this part about right for knowledge, not from person who is buying, ordering a reading, but from the other side, from the side of a reader. That's right for knowledge. And you should understand who and for which kind of knowledge have right. Because as I said, my mom has a permission to be a healer. My aunt, my grandfather taught her culinary magic, culinary spells, how to perform magic on different dishes while she's cooking. And thanks to this magic, her family lived in very, very nice conditions. They were always rich compared to our family, to my mom's family. And this just because my aunt, she treated this knowledge my grandfather was passing her, she was treating this seriously. Because you never should criticize your teacher. My mom was more skeptical about it. She lived more time in town studying, and she was just more skeptical. Because my grandmom, she was very skeptical about all this magic scene, esoteric scene, knowledge scene. She thought it's just fairy tales of some forest, you know. She was never serious about this. Yes, she loved my grandpa, they lived together happy 50 years, but she never believed in this. And thanks to her attitude, my mom also was questioning this entire knowledge and belief system. And my grandpa, he went against his family will because he wanted him to marry a girl from other, let's say, esoteric family. They had in mind for him to combine forces, to combine knowledge and become more powerful. But he decided to marry my grandma. Grandma went against his family will and steal some of his grandkids, let's say, and kids still paying price for this. And I perfectly know this, and how we pay in price. I also know for him going against his family will and getting married to very critical, very you know, person who believe in material only things, which you can see and touch. So of course, going against his family will and making these choices, it causes a lot of drama in our family. Anyway, guys, so my aunt, she followed tradition and they lived so happily, so nice, so abundant. And just because she respected knowledge passed to her, and her family always happy, always abundant, always rich, always no suffering, and they helped us a lot, her family, just because she was doing this simple culinary magic. She was taught when she was a kid, and when she was a kid, she was coming to the village to my grandpa parents, and there his mother knows this very well. She taught her as well. So you see, choices we are making. It's simple as that. It's just simple as that. That's it. You should understand this. You should know this. You should know what you're getting yourself into. So that's the right for knowledge from the side of the reader, or from the side of astrologer, or from the side of numerologer. Okay, I hope it's crystal clear which conditions, minimal conditions I'm telling you about, should be met. Next we will be I will be answering a question you asked me. How much of percentage of this celebrity readings is true? Guys, are you serious? This is just for entertainment. If something is true, I'm me myself not treating this serious, because when you're reading other person, you should have permission from this person. If you're reading like this for entertainment, and any reader knows this, which percentage will be true is if you go to different readers who reading about this person, this celebrity, and what you see they constantly repeat, that's most likely will be true. The rest, it might be just just for entertainment. I am telling you, this is just for entertainment. Just entertainment, something coming true, something not coming true. So when you start writing me in excitement, look, some information about Harry and his relationship leaked into the press, just as you predicted in January it happened. Congrats on successful prediction, blah blah blah. To me, it's not successful. To me, successful is what I said about Trump and Biden. To me, successful is what I said about Russian blogger, so-called blogger politician Navalny, about his recovery. To me, this I count for myself personally as successful prediction, because here we are reading not for person, not about person, but about an event. And you might ask, we asking here if he will get married or not. It's event as well. So will it be true reading? Guys, we are reading about event which affects life of a lot of ordinary people, and in which hell Harry Styles marrying or Jungkook marrying are not gonna affect your life. You gonna become richer, you gonna become poor, taxes gonna raise, you gonna get a free medical treatment, or what gonna happen in your universe after they these people, your celebrities, favorite celebrities, will get married or not? What's the fucking is gonna change in your life? Zero. As you was going to your work, you will be going. Will Harry Styles get married or not? It won't affect your life. So, how we reading for the events which touching lives of many ordinary people this way or another way. Elections. Who gonna win? Trump, Biden. It touches lives of many people, ordinary people. It might change your lives. It might change dollar course, and dollar course might change your life. But Harry Styles marrying someone or not, believe me, it will have no power over USD course or British franc. But if we will read about Queen, maybe something, or someone from royal family getting married or getting divorced, then this sort of event, it might affect lives of many people, of entire country. So please understand this. Harry Styles marrying or not has nothing to do with your life. Jungkook marrying or not has nothing to do with your life. Understand this, please. So for me, it's sort of very easy for entertainment reading, and that's it. How much percent is true? Go check other readers making reading on same topic about Harry Styles or Jungkook or any other celebrity. Hear what resonates, which repeated constantly. Focus on this, because a lot of you will be focusing on what you want to hear, and if it resonated with what you want to hear from there, or it didn't. Most of you making this stupid mistake. You just have your imagination of what you want to hear about them, and you go from one reader to another, and where this matches your expectations, then this reader is good and other reader is bad. All readers are talented, but only the truth will be only things which constantly repeated in different readings. Constantly repeating in different readings. Only this will be truth. But in percentage, you asking me how much of your reading is true? 0 is for entertainment. Please take it or leave it, okay? But how to work with it, I explained to you. You're watching here, you're watching there, you're watching there, and you taking not what you want to hear and the reader said. No, you taking maybe what you don't want to hear about this celebrity, but what different readers constantly repeating. That high chances that this will be truth you are seeking for. Only this way. General readings, I mean on a person with no permission, works like this. I hope I explained you the algorithm. But some smart assholes, they popping up with preaching, you are not right to read on them because they didn't give you permission. No, my darling, you mistaken. I have all rights to read on them. Why so? Because of their karma. They created themselves such karma that a lot of people will be reading on them, will be writing fan fiction about them, will be selling merchandise with their pictures, and so on, so on. You can cry about this endlessly, but that's the karma they should deal with in this lifetime. Okay? I have all the rights to read on them with no permission. Easy. But how much of this reading will be true? Zero. But what will be true? What will be repeated at different channels from different readers, constantly repeated only one thing? That's most likely will be true. Simple. Very, very simple, easy, nothing to hide thing. That's how it works. How general readings, general pick a card readings working. I explained how to work with general pick a cards. If you don't have money to pay for your private reading, you can always, but you want to solve some problem, you want to get an answers. How to work with general pick a cards, I explained you in another video in this playlist. You will find all the information you need. Watch it and work with it. No need to send emails, I don't have money now to pay for reading. If you don't have money now to pay for reading, you don't have right for this knowledge. Simple. What's the next? And about giveaways, well, if you win in giveaways, then of course universe wants you to get this knowledge through this reader. So just keep this in mind. And one more important thing I want to talk today about. I think all of you heard such names as Nostradamus, as Vanga. And if they were living nowadays in time of YouTube, and they were readers uploading their videos, I'm sure they would be getting a lot of hate. They would be getting a lot of hate. Why? Because all of them, as you remember, they were making their predictions in a very specific way. Try to understand what Nostradamus was telling about, you're gonna have headache. Just read his predictions. Try to read them. It's so metaphorical, like green dragon race on a mountain north, blah blah. It's so metaphorical. They would be getting a lot of hate comments, sort of, can't you say it more clear? Can't you clarify this? Why are you not telling? How much of this is truth? I am more than sure they would be getting so much hate comments. And Vanga as well, she wasn't very specific about, she was very metaphorical too in her predictions, and very skeptical people like my grandma, they can say, oh, you can tie any event to their predictions, just take any event and see similarities and you will tie this to their prediction. So why is this happening? Are these people scumbags like Nostradamus and Vanga? Are they just as scumbags? No. No, they are not. They're real people who are able to see future, who have this unique and special gift. And but why? So why did they share in such a metaphorical way? First of all, when some predictions were made, there were no such things as plane. When Nostradamus, for example, making his prediction, no such plane as smartphone, computers, cars, no such things at all. And if he's seeing picture, how he's supposed to describe it? Of course, in terms he knows, and that will be very metaphorical way. That's factor number 2. Factor number 1, to which I'm headed now, is that you people, I'm meaning the rest of the people who live in pretty much ordinary life with no being clairvoyant, intuitive, or having any of these gifts, you don't have this right for knowledge, dudes. You don't deserve this right for knowledge. You don't have this right. That's why it was put in such metaphorical way, only for those people who clairvoyant too, and who will understand what they were talking about in their predictions. This knowledge they shared, not for common ordinary people, guys. That's for the other clairvoyant people, not for you. So leave it. This knowledge not for you and never meant to be for you. Not for ordinary people, so try harder to decrypt it, you won't succeed. Why they put this in a very metaphorical way, they all predictions. And even if I understand what they're talking about, of course I won't be sharing with ordinary people, because there is such thing of collective karma, and this collective karma doesn't good enough for someone from clairvoyant tribe to reveal this knowledge to the rest of the world. So I won't be sure why. You wouldn't understand. Because it won't be about what you want to hear. Even if we get in so much drama in the comments on general reading about Harry Styles, where cards are telling that he is narcissist, and you pop in with your ass and telling, no, he's not, he's very kind, sweet. But that's what cards repeatedly telling us, that he is narcissist. Raised by narcissistic mother, cards, pictures, this everything repeatedly telling us these exact things. But because you, with your mind, you're not ready to hear this, you're not ready to, you only want to hear what you want to hear. That's your problem. And that's the problem of the majority of people who had nothing to do with clairvoyance. So just to give you this wonderful knowledge about future, guys, you don't deserve it. You don't have rights for it. That's why it was put in a very metaphorical way, and that's why a lot of governments, they keep clairvoyant people next to the throne, let's say, for this clairvoyant to decrypt for them this knowledge, so they will be using it to rule the rest of the people who's so stupid enough that they want to hear what they want to hear. So what's the problem here? You don't deserve this knowledge. That's why it was encrypted in this way by this bright, outstanding clairvoyance of the time. But some other people will be seeing this as scumbags, as people who just blah blah metaphorically, so you can tie any event to this. That's your problem. That's why normal clairvoyant people won't be sharing with ordinary people in direct way, because your psyche not ready to absorb this level of the knowledge. If so many drama about Harry Styles being a narcissist, that no, he is not narcissist, no, he is very sweet and kind person. Okay, if you want this candy, suck on this candy. Let him be not narcissist. It changes zero in my life. You know, I'm not gonna argue about this. But what cards are saying. I can't change it. And I won't be doing this just because you want to hear that Harry Styles is the kindest heart in the universe. No, he's not. So, I hope it's understandable about rightful knowledge, about why great clairvoyant people put this knowledge into this metaphorical absurd, which you perceive as absurd. You have karmic seeds to see it like this, but people who have other karmic seeds and who have, according to the karmic seeds, they have a permission to see this knowledge in a different way. And they will be using this knowledge while you are going to your daily routine job from 8 to 9 in the office, trying to fight for your bread and water and butter and caviar maybe, and Lamborghini in your dreams. So, what are we talking about? If I show you at very primitive level of people not being able to accept knowledge, cards are providing at very primitive level. Just simple cards showing that he is like narcissist. And you, no, he's not. Okay, he's not. Okay. Sleep with this. Suck on this candy. He's not. But I won't be changing for you what cards are saying. If cards constantly saying he's narcissist, okay. You want to see him this way. And same with this sacral knowledge passed to us from Van Gogh, from Nostradamus, from many other readers, talented clairvoyant people. That's how it works. And I hope it's understandable now about permission, who have permission, who doesn't have permission, what is permission, for what is permission, because really it would be really long, big comment if I would be answering this. I might sound arrogant that I have permission and you don't have permission. It might sound very arrogant, but in this video I'm explaining for those who respect this channel and watching not only entertainment blah blah blah, but really want to understand and really want to be able to connect the dots between events and things in their life. So for this sort of people, these videos I'm making, who want to learn how to connect the dots. And a last one comment here, I wanted to discuss Cassandra from Trojan War epos. You know this, everyone thought that she's just crazy weirdo, and no one listened to her that Troy will fall and it will be in very tricky way. No one listened from these people. Why? She wasn't telling them what they want to hear. And another thing, and the most important thing, she didn't charge for her predictions. She was given this for free. And people, most of people, they never ever value what they are getting for free. They will never take it seriously what they are getting for free. So given a reading for free, that's pure waste of my time and my talent, because person won't take it serious, and person who come in and sort of wanted me to tell her future and that this should literally come true 100%. With such hopes and expectations, please go seek for other type of readers. I'm talking about in my other reading how to choose a reader. There are readers who are not able to see the future, but who have power of manifestation, and they might manifest whatever they want for you. But they don't have this power to see karmic ties, to see any piece of future, but they have really strong power of manifestation. Power of word, whatever bullshit they will be telling to you, this bullshit, most likely it will come true. That this sort of reader you need. And how to spot this sort of reader, in my other video I explained how to spot them, how to choose a tarot reader for yourself. I am not doing this bullshit because I am working with karma. I am working with past lives. I am working with changing future. Not with being 100% accurate in predicting future. I am just showing you what's on a plate. If you keep moving in direction you move in at the time you ordered this reading, most likely it will come true for you. If you're not happy with what you got, with what cards said you, okay, I am giving instruments. How can you change this? How can you affect on this? Work with these instruments during private coaching. Do your job. Or do your job somewhere alone if you don't have money to pay coaching. Then come back in half year, come back for another reading to see if you implement enough of changes in your behavior to change the line of your future. That's how I am working. But those of you who expecting that they coming to me, I'm telling something and that's gonna be 100% true, guys, you wasting your time here. I'm not your type of reader. Go find reader manifestors. They're more like manifestors than readers, and they working on a personal power. If they getting enough energy to manifest something for you, they will manifest. Most likely they will manifest something for you with the power, simple power of the word. That's it. So please understand. And why this Cassandra prediction failed? She predicted for Troya, for this everything. She predicted the fall of Troya. No one listened to her. Why no asshole listened to her? Because she didn't charge. If she was sitting out there and charge money for her predictions, Troy might not fall. But she was stupid because that's misuse of your gift. She was crazy not by chance in this description. This description to show other readers how you shouldn't do. You shouldn't give your knowledge for free. That's like each fairy tale, is something metaphorical, but in each fairy tale, in each legend, in each epos, there is a lesson. Always will be a lesson, and that is a lesson for all the readers. Don't be crazy as Cassandra. She's crazy there not by chance, but because she was given her precious gift to people for free. It was not appreciated at all, and the outcome of this entire situation. So what's the usage of her prediction? That's it. When they had all the chances to change the outcome, if she would be, high class reader who wanna consult some president or emperor or whatsoever, if she was charged for this, because any reader who works with government won't be working for government for free. Believe in this, please. To work with government and predict global things, they getting a lot of benefits with from emperors, from government, and again it's up to the conscience of this emperor or king or whatsoever, because some kings are stupid stupid as most of the people, but some are really brilliant minds who very strategic and applying this knowledge in a very best way. These kings, presidents really appreciate and praise, because some are really stupid. So guys, if she was a top class reader working with government and she said, look, they might do something tricky, this and that, then Troy might not fall. But she would be charging so many golden boxes from this king of Troy. She would be getting so much gold and diamonds from him for this prediction. That's what calls equal exchange of energies, because in this case she is taking back energies she spent on channeling this message, because that's not easy to channel. That's why you paying to any reader, even for general readings like we doing here, you paying with your likes, you paying with your comments, with your shares, with your subscriptions, but you still are paying. Okay, we're not spending that much energy as we would spend on private reading, but we're still spending energy, okay? And to channel that powerful message, it's a lot of energy. I know what I'm talking about. It's life-changing message, and she might save so many lives with this message. Of course, she must be rewarded. Her energy she spent on channeling this must be paid off. And if it happened in this epos about Trojan War and Troy, if it would happen, then they would take her message seriously, because they paid her a lot of money on what they paid. Of course, they would be treating her message seriously, and they wouldn't make these mistakes when she was just running around the city trying to save everyone and sharing this for free. No way top class clairvoyants will be sharing with you something for free. That's why Van Gogh, Nostradamus and other prominent clairvoyants, they sharing their knowledge in a very metaphorical way. That's top number one reason. And number two, I already said you about. So guys, okay, I feel like I should finish this scene. I wish you a really nice day. I hope this reading was useful. Let me know in the comments, because I am not doing anything without comments. If I'm not seeing feedback, if I'm not seeing some activity, unlikely I will be sharing some, but I want to share with you some more knowledge on how to petition questions in the right way, but I won't be doing this unless I see really nice feedback, and some activity in the comments. So enjoy, guys. I hope it was useful for you and beneficial. I'm waiting for my payback in terms of energies, and nice day to everyone. Bye bye.